Rishi's chawl room in Dadar was 8 feet by 10, and the only music in it most nights was the argument of the fish market aunties downstairs. He had come to Mumbai 4 years ago with his father's old harmonium, 2 shirts, and a promise he had not yet learned he could not keep. Tonight, the 3rd label in a row had said no. The A&R boy at the studio, barely 22, vape pen, knockoff Supreme hoodie, had listened to 30 seconds of Rishi's demo, taken off one earbud, and said, "Bhaiya, ye thoda village type hai, too pure, not for our market." Rishi had smiled because his father had taught him how to smile at people who did not understand. Now he sat on the floor of his room with his harmonium open and a voice note from Babuji that he had been saving for the bad days. He pressed play. "Beta," his father's voice said, "रात भर कितनी भी लंबी हो, जोकर की कहानी कोई नहीं समझेगा, तू बस गाता रहे." He was 8 years old the first time he understood what his father did. The wedding in the next village had hired Babuji as their Bahu Rupiya, the old-style village entertainer, part joker, part bard, part traveling saint. Rishi had hidden behind a rolled-up rug at the back of the mandap and watched his father, painted red-nosed and coal-eyed, climb onto a plastic chair and sing a song about a man who had lost everything but his laughter. The guests howled. The bride giggled into her dupatta. The groom clapped until his hands were pink. And Rishi saw, for the first time, a particular quiet look on his father's face. The look of a man who was being loved for one night by people who would not know his name in the morning. Afterward, walking home down a dust road under a low, swollen moon, Babuji wiped the red dot off his nose with his thumb, looked at his son, and said, "Beta, jo hasata hai, use koi nahi samajhta." And Rishi, 8, did not understand, but he remembered. Back home, on the mud-plastered veranda of their 2-room house, Babuji taught him the harmonium, middle C first, then the black keys, then the way the right hand sings while the left hand breathes. Rishi's fingers were too small. His father's fingers were long and cracked from years of bamboo work in the off-season. He would put his hand over Rishi's to show him the weight of a note. Not too hard, beta, not too soft. The note should sound like it is saying something true. "Do you know what it should say?" he asked once. Rishi shook his head. Babuji smiled with his whole face. "It should say, Main Yahan Hoon, I am here. That is all a song ever really says. I am here, I am here, I am here. Even when no one is listening, especially when no one is listening." Rishi nodded seriously, the way children do when they accept an instruction whose weight they will not feel for another 20 years. The call came on a Tuesday in July. His mother's voice was careful, the way it always was, when she did not want him to panic. "Beta, Babuji ko halka sa attack ho gaya hai. Come home if you can." Rishi left Mumbai that same night on the sleeper bus with his harmonium case strapped to his chest, through monsoon rain that thrummed on the roof like a language he almost understood. He reached Bahi village at dawn. The small district hospital was painted a flaking green, and his father lay in the corner bed of the general ward with an IV line and eyes that had gone softer overnight. Babuji looked at him and tried to smile, the way he had always smiled at audiences, but the smile did not quite land, and he let it go. Rishi sat on the edge of the metal bed and did not know what to say. His mother put a steel glass of water into his hand. Outside, a crow called once and moved on. "Beta," his father said after a long time, Gana Bana, have you made the song?" Rishi shook his head. His father closed his eyes, and for a moment, Rishi thought the worst. But then Babuji opened them again and said, slowly as if translating from a language only he spoke. रात ये सारी बीत जाएगी, न कोई सितारा, न तुम कोई समझोगे, जोकर की कहानी. The whole night will pass. Not a single star, not a single one of you will understand the Joker's story. Rishi memorized it without meaning to, the way you memorize the last thing someone says to you. His father reached up and pressed his thumb lightly on Rishi's forehead, leaving a small warm print there, the way he had done every morning of Rishi's childhood before sending him to school. Gao, he said, even when no one is listening, especially then. That night, Babuji slept quietly, and around 3 a.m., when the hospital's single bulb was humming and his mother's head had finally dropped against Rishi's shoulder, his father did not wake up. The monsoon was over by morning. The sky, for the first time in weeks, was clear. 3 months later, Rishi was back in Dadar. He wrote the song in one night. He wrote it on the floor of his chawl room, his harmonium open, the rejection letters from the labels folded into paper boats and lined up along the windowsill. Joker Ki Kahani, 4 minutes and 17 seconds. He uploaded it at 4 a.m. from a phone that was close to dying. By noon the next day, strangers were crying in their DMs. By the end of the week, the same A&R boy with the vape pen had called 3 times, and Rishi had not called back. The song traveled the way only certain songs travel, without permission, without algorithm, from the inside of one lonely person to the inside of the next. 4 months later, Rishi stood on a stage in front of 6,000 people and closed his eyes and sang for his father, who would never hear it, and for every father who had painted his face red so that someone else's wedding could have music. In the front row, his mother sat beside an empty seat. On her lap, she held his father's small cloth cap with the little silver bells. Raat ye sari beet jayegi, Rishi sang. Na koi sitara, na tum koi samjhoge, Joker ki kahani. And the bells on the cap rang softly, the way they always had, as if to say, as his father had taught him a lifetime ago, Main yahan hu. I am here, I am here, I am here.